What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Happy Easter weekend. We got some big news for you guys here with Social Security, and your raises coming up here have been revised. New details here going on here with that. Also, a federal judge makes a new ruling regarding DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency and Social Security. I'll give you the details here on that. Also, Vladimir Putin and Ukraine, details on what is going on here with that, and Easter. Some big news going on here with that, and the potential here of what going forward here with a ceasefire. I'll give you all the details here and all that here going forward in this video. Also, I got a special guest here for you guys later on in this episode. Yeah, so a lot of big news here going on here. Let's jump right in here. Let me know what you guys are doing here for Easter here in the chat or the comment section down below. Yeah, so we are live right now here on the YouTube It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me here and take a look here. We'll start here with our first story. Okay, this estimate of Social Security's 2026 cost of living adjustment, known as COLA, was just revised. Here's how tariffs could impact your benefits and the details here of what was just changed here for Social Security. Take a look at this here. Millions of American seniors rely on Social Security to make ends meet. Half of households with someone age 65 or older rely on government programs for the majority of their incomes, or even all of it. All of their incomes, according to data reviewed by the Social Security Administration, SSA. That makes the annual COLA, cost of living adjustment, an extremely important number for households trying to keep up with the rising cost of goods and services. While we're still 6 months away from determining the exact raise that seniors will receive, early data suggests seniors might be disappointed with next year's increase, but tariffs could change all of that. Here's where things stand today and how tariffs could impact your benefits next year. Yeah, so how the government calculates your annual Social Security COLA. Cost of living adjustment, as the name implies, is designed to help keep Social Security in line with cost of living. While Social Security began sending out checks back in 1940, think World War II, Congress didn't automate the system for calculating COLA until 1975. Let me know if you remember when that happened. COLA is now based on a measure for inflation called the Consumer Price Index for Urban Wage Earners and Clerical Workers, which is a mouthful, known as CPIW. This is a single number released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics each month, aggregating price changes in over 200 spending categories. The number changes based on whether prices went up or down for each category. In order to calculate the COLA in time for January benefit checks, Social Security Administration uses the average year-over-year increase in CPIW during the third quarter. That means that the number following each year's COLA, if it's negative, seniors won't receive anything, any raise, which has actually happened a few years. Yeah. But many people argue that the CPIW does not actually reflect the true cost seniors face today, and it needs to be changed to the CPIE, which many people face. Many people say that it should be changed to that to reflect the true cost that seniors actually face. Here's the latest update to the COLA forecast. The Senior Citizens League, which publishes updates to their monthly CPI release, just posted an update that says it came in at 2.2% higher than the year before. That's a marked slowdown from 2.7%, and January is 3%, which means as of right now, the COLA raise, if it were to come in at what it's at now, would only be a 2.2% raise. 2.2% raise, or an estimate of maybe 2.3%. So 2.2 to 2.3% raise is their raise. And that's less than last year's 2024's raise, which hit for 2025 was 2.5%. So these raises are not very high, And many seniors find it is not enough for their budgets. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comment section. March showed very little impact from President Trump's tariff policies because they had not been in effect yet for the most part. As a result, the Senior Citizens League's estimate doesn't include the potential changes to COLA that could stem from higher prices on imported goods. Now, there are some headlines going on here that Trump says tariff collections are almost $2 billion a day. Trade experts are doubtful, but you can see the headlines. This is what Trump is saying. Trade experts are doubtful, so, I mean, again, you can let me know your thoughts on this. But if what Trump is saying is true or close to true, remember that companies are really passing these costs off to American consumers. So, $2 billion a day in inflation would be being passed on to American consumers to the point of almost $2 billion a day, according to Trump. Again, is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? Let me know your comments, because I think we all know at this point that, these companies have to pass the costs on to consumers, or largely do. Rarely do we see companies eating the cost of tariffs themselves. So, yeah, and again, there's just so many companies that are going to be having tariffs. There's just millions of products manufactured overseas. Also, remember here that our partner Chapter Medicare can saves people that have switched with them on average $1,100 per year. Remember, Chapter Medicare actually scans through all the Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D. They scan through all the providers, so all the different Medicare Advantage providers, to see where they can save you money or get you, benefits back and stuff like that. And this is why they have told me that on average, they save people about $1,100 per year, which is amazing. So I'll put a phone number here on the screen and a pinned comment link down below in the comment section. So if you're already on Medicare, or you need to be on Medicare, or if you have any friends or family, even if you're already on it or you need to be on it, feel free to call them or click the link with the pinned comment down below and just see if they can save you money. Because I've had a lot of people say thanks for pointing them to them because of the savings or the benefits that they're getting, which is adding up to, on average, $1,100 per year. And it's completely free to talk to them and use their services, which is why I've been getting so many thanks. So call that number or click the pinned comment link down below. A federal judge temporarily restricts DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, headed by Elon Musk, underneath President Donald Trump's leadership, access to personalized Social Security data. Under the order, DOGE staffers may still access Social Security data that's been redacted or stripped of anything personally identifiable. So, yeah, as you can see here, they still have access to Social Security data, but it's been redacted or stripped of anything personally identifiable for now. as you can see here, there's been judges that have been making different rulings on DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, headed by Elon Musk. And this has been going back and forth multiple different times here. A federal judge in Baltimore issued a preliminary injunction Thursday restricting the Department of Government Efficiency's access to Social Security data. And a lot of people have different opinions on this. Some people are worried about this. Some people maybe not so much. As you know, the DOGE department is going through all these federal agencies, literally almost every single one, or plans to go through every single one, and has been gutting almost every single federal agency, making massive cuts. And a lot of people are like, wow. A U.S. District Judge, Ellen Hollander, an Obama appointee, said DOGE-affiliated staffers must purge any of the non-anonymized Social Security data that they have received since January 20th, meaning that they had already received all this data that had personalized information. They are also barred from making any changes to the computer code or software used by Social Security Administration, and they must remove any software or code that they might have already installed and are forbidden from disclosing any of that code to others. So you guys can let me know your thoughts on that. Also, seeing that it's Easter around the world as well, Russian President Vladimir Putin had declared an Easter ceasefire over the Easter weekend, but in Ukraine, so he would, supposedly stop bombing them, for a few days. But Ukrainian President Zelensky says, nope, Russian drone attacks are still continuing, and everything he's saying is still a lie. Imagine that. Ukraine writes on X, unfortunately, we have had a long history of his statements not matching his actions, and basically, they're not putting their guard down, even on Easter. If Russia is now suddenly ready to truly engage in a format of full and unconditional silence, they will mirror their actions, but, they're not holding their breath. This comes as Putin tests Trump's patience by slow-walking ceasefire talks. And a lot of people are wondering, is Putin playing everybody as they have been for over 2.5 years as Russia continues to attack Ukraine even over Easter holiday, even after they said they wouldn't? Yeah. Remember that President Donald Trump said that he would have the war ended by day one of his presidency, basically saying that he would negotiate the war to be over for both Ukraine, Russia, and in Israel before he became president, that he would negotiate that. And obviously Vladimir Putin has other ideas because he just wants Ukraine, its land, its people, and Vladimir Putin is just going to do whatever he wants, and nobody's going to tell him what to do. Yeah, so hope you're having a better Easter than anybody over there. All right, I got my special guest here. Say Happy Easter, Julian.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, and tell everybody what you've been up to here lately.
I'm getting really excited.
What do you got on your hand here?
That's just marker.
Yeah.
And Peter Rabbit came with us, apparently.
Yeah. Tell everybody what you've been playing here lately.
Soccer.
Yeah.
And I'm just about to start baseball.
Your first baseball game starts in like 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, we got to start practicing.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I love.
Are you excited?
Yes, totally.
Yeah. So, what do you want to wish everybody for Easter?
A happy Easter.
Yeah. Happy Easter. And
Happy April Fool's Day.
yeah, and we're going to church with Frankie.
You probably don't know Frankie. He used to be in the army.
That's my brother.
Yeah, that's Jimmy's brother. Go check him out. Yeah, he has some videos.
Click here to watch my last video about the Fed's announcement and subscribe so you don't miss out on our most recent videos that come out here normally at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and help us reach 500,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. Happy Easter, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Happy